Hi, welcome to Parenting Teens in a Complex World. Today's episode deals with fathers and daughters. Adolescence is a time of hormonal changes, sudden and rapid physical maturation. Girls begin to menstruate, their breasts start to grow. The cute, cuddly father-daughter relationship no longer exists. At this stage, fathers tend to withdraw from the girl and their communication no longer remains the same. The young girl who used to follow her father looking at him like he's a hero, she also changes. Her interests shift. Rather than being with her father, she prefers to stay in the privacy of her room or on the phone or maybe even with boyfriends. It is at this delicate stage of adolescence that the father must make an effort. He must adapt to her needs, learn more about her interests, whether it's music, friends or anything. Conventionally, it is believed that girls are more comfortable talking with mothers and boys with fathers. Not any longer. For fathers are equally comfortable opening up with their adolescent daughters and sharing experiences. Let's go and talk to some fathers. Dinesh, you have two daughters. Have you ever discriminated against them, or were you restrictive in terms what a girl can do and what she can't?
I must go back to a time which is around the time when my children were really babies. And one of the things I had promised myself is that I will never, when asked if they could do a certain thing or go to a certain place, give them an answer that no, you can't because you're a girl. I do believe that as far as gender discrimination is concerned in India, that's one of the biggest problems, where girls are made to feel that they can't do certain things, wear certain clothes, go to certain places because they're women. And that, I think, is just a very, very wrong way to approach things. And till we can change that in our minds and in our hearts, the fact that we will be able to actually change our way of handling our children, especially the young girls, and get them to feel safe and comfortable in any situation, is a long way off.
Gender inequality is a harsh social reality in India. To be very candid, in a lot of families, the birth of a girl is not welcome. Let's ask some urban fathers what kind of relationship they shared with their daughter. Whether it was difficult to take a stand for their daughter or was it easy?
It's always interesting to talk about relationships between fathers and daughters, and I believe that fathers have a special bond with daughters. My relationship with them, I think, is one big factor in that is the relationship that I had with my father. My father was a senior army officer, and I had, to some extent, I would argue, a slightly distant relationship. You know, we were always scared, a little bit scared of him, although he was very kind and gentle. I think, it's driven by that, and I really want to make sure that I have a very direct and daily relationship with my daughters, luckily, which is what I have. We talk about everything, and I obviously encourage them to feel open and, come and discuss anything that is on their mind, and I make it a point to know about what is bothering them, who are their friends, what are their interests and things like that. I think the second point, of course, is that as they grow up, girls have sort of their own special needs, issues of sexuality and others sort of start coming up. It's a bit early to say how all those will play out because they're still young. But I would like to believe that, we would be open and we would discuss all of those things. Having said that, I don't know how it will be. I think, they may feel more comfortable in talking to their mother about some issues. Some issues they may feel more comfortable in talking to me.
I must admit and confess that it's not easy because the instinctive thing at times about certain situations for an Indian father or an Indian male is to, respond by saying, no, I don't think you should do that because you're a girl, because I think and behind such a thought normally is that maybe because it's unsafe or it's unacceptable or you're not the right age or various other things. But I have made sure as far as possible to never ever use that phrase. And I think that is something which has probably helped my girls be more free, be more understanding and be more confident. So much so that they do feel that I am a very safe space for them to talk about virtually any aspect of their life. I remember, for instance, when Myra and Mahi, well, obviously Myra much earlier since she's 4 years older, first started getting her periods, and she used to be very open about talking about them. When she would get them, how much they were, how it hurt her, Why can't boys get them? Why does it have to be only me? I used to joke with them and say, listen, I don't need to know all this. Why do I need to know the details? They say, and their response always was, but you're a father. Why won't you want to know this? If you want to know other things about my life, then why is this, which is something so important to me and affects my moods and my, my life so much, why shouldn't I be sharing that with you? And I fully respect that and I fully understand that. And that really is the kind of, bedrock of our relationship. Hopefully, as far as possible, gender neutral. No, I won't try and pretend that it's entirely so. But I have definitely, and my girls have definitely made an effort to keep it that way.
It's heartwarming to see progressive fathers fighting patriarchy in their own way and having an open communication with their daughters, constantly reassuring the young girl that they will love her and respect her no matter what decision she makes about her sexuality, sex life or other. Not like this chap, strict disciplinarian, danda marunga. Adolescence is the time when the girl needs her father the most. His support is important. Reassure her with the message, "Main hoon na." If you find this talk interesting, like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time.